Hello and welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. Today we're going to do something a little different. I had talked probably back in the summer, I can't remember specifically. A lot of water has gone under the bridge since then, I'll just say that. But I had purchased these 3-ring binders with a process in mind to start wrangling in my leftover collection supplies. And I am a very seasonal scrapper. I feel it, like when I'm in the season, I feel it. I want to play with those color schemes and those icons that are represented in each of the seasons. And we all know my least favorite is probably spring. The colors are just not the colors that speak to me, but I love the icons. I love the Easter icons. I love the florals and the happy feeling you get when things start budding out again. I just like the deeper tones. But that is a rabbit trail we don't need to get down. What we're doing today is going to use this binder for what it was purchased for. And I had purchased from Amazon the 3-ring binders. I labeled each of them for a season. And I purchased these magnetic sheets. Now these are 8.5 by 11 magnetic sheets. They're a little larger than 8.5 by 11. But they fit perfectly in these binders. And these are like those old albums that our moms had years and years ago. This is tacky and sticky, and I'm doing that because I really don't want to deal with placing adhesive. Sorry, I had to squat down. Adhesive on the back of something. I don't have the time for that, but I felt like I could just plop it down. Now, here are some strategies we need to keep in mind when using this type product. You can't go all the way to the edge. You just can't, because this has to have something to adhere to. So there's an edge over here and there's an edge here, and it's hard to see in the video, but when you have them in your hands, you're going to be able to see that, and you'll know not to go beyond those boundaries. So through the seasons, I legitimately used up every single paper in this I Love Fall by Echo Park. I didn't have a ton of it left, but what I did have left, I used up. And this is what I have left over. This is going to happen every time you have a collection if you buy collection pieces, because, I'm sorry, collections, and then there are embellishments and pieces that go with them. Because there's more than the paper. There are more of these elements than you're going to have paper to go through unless you go back and add in more paper. I don't want to do that with this because I have lots of fall collections and I want to use them. And if I keep adding paper in, I'll never get through my collections. So we have these stickers. And we have puffy stickers. I have chipboard. And I have flat embellishments. So as I'm thinking through this, I don't believe I'm going to add chipboard in this album. I think it's maybe too bulky. Let's just give it a dry run to see. It puckers quite a bit around it. This does. And I'm not certain. It seems like it's going to hold. So I will tread cautiously. I'm going to open this up to that boundary. I'm being very careful not to extend past that seam because I don't want to tear that up. And I'm going to put down these pieces first, and I'm being careful and being thoughtful not to give myself space for this to stick to. And this is so simple. It's just pick up and plop down. There's no rhyme or reason. I'm also being mindful to leave a space in between these elements so that I have that adhesive ability. I want these to have adhesion. So when I have gaps, I can take these smaller elements and fill in. Let's see. There we go. Easy peasy. And that is the whole reason why I bought this. Because I need something that is easy, that's not going to cause me additional workload that I can't keep up with. So in my world, that's the sort of solutions that I'm looking for. Now, my friend Teresa loves the whole process of playing with embellishments. That is her thing. My thing is paper. Her thing is embellishments. And she loves the whole entire process of putting adhesive on the back of her embellishments, putting them in with her binder. It gives her joy to just sit there and look through each one of them. She finds inspiration in in playing with her embellishments. I'm not the same. You know, that's just something that we are not the same about. So whichever side of the fence you're on, you do what makes sense for you and what makes happiness in your life. There is no wrong way. Ginger says that all the time. There is no wrong way. You do what makes you happy. Plain and simple. End of story. Okay, I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole thing. We've almost filled up a sheet. I just wanted to share this process with you. This is something that is a scrap. I'm throwing that away. And this is it. This is the entire process. I'm going to move that around because it's laying on top of something else. But that's it. I thought you might enjoy this. And I will link some of these products down below. They are not affiliate links. I just don't do that. I don't have the time to deal with it. But I will share what I have here. Thank you for joining me. Come back and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.